Yo, it's Sam. Coming at you with another video. Seems like I haven't made a video in a while, but I feel like this is a cool place to make a video. So here I go. Let me think. What's the topic of the day? It's a lesson. Consistency. Searching for truth. I say like training. That's the only thing that keeps on popping up in my head. Trying to make it short and sweet. At work. On my break. Hope your day is going well. So, training. In terms of life. I feel like every day you wake up, you know, you should be grateful, you know, whether, you know, you're in a favorable circumstance or not. Every day is a blessing, you know, so you should count your blessings, be grateful, and understand that every challenge is some sort of training, something to grow you, something to, you know, help you get better. You know, sometimes I go to work and I'm not in the mood, you know, and I don't feel like getting up, and I don't feel like, you know, dealing with the day and the problems that come. But it's one thing to decide to get up and clock in and clock out. But it's another thing when you choose to have the right attitude and to look at everything as a lesson, you know. Again, training. Every day, you know, you're gonna come across another battle. You know, whether you like it or not, whether you're intending to learn something or run into a problem or not. We are evolving creatures, and it's our job to adapt and to figure it out. This is just motivation, you know, to anybody out there, you know. Right now I'm working a 9 to 5, and someday, you know, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna make lots of money, you know. and my goal is to put action behind that and show you guys that it's possible. So clip this video, mark my words, I will be something, and it all takes faith, you know, the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, you know, and action. You know, a lot of times I've caught myself talking, you know, too much and not applying, you know, the action. That's why I'm employed right now, you know. That's why a lot of us are employed, you know. We have lots of limiting thoughts, you know, but why not knock on those doors? You know, a lot of us, you know, we have nothing to lose. You know, life, beats you up so much, that and why not look around and take some time to yourself and think, what do you have to lose? Besides, I don't know. It's just like I decided to come out here, on my break, and I'm doing some roof work, and here's the view. I hope that was a good shot, but I just wanted to say, you guys keep on pushing. You know, when you plan and you pray to God, make sure you remember that He's a 50-50 God, and you have to meet Him halfway. You have to meet Him halfway. I've got so much head knowledge and so much understanding. I've talked to coworkers, and oftentimes I'm told that I do too much talking and very little action, and that's something I've been convicted with. So this is why I'm here, trying to make an impact, trying to change other people's lives and inspire others, and change mine as well, and take you along the journey. So maybe that you'll be inspired to chase your dreams or search for truth. But right now, I don't do this often. I'm sitting on the roof, pretty high up. And I'm not comfortable. But even now, I have faith, that it's not going to start raining or there's not going to be a gust of wind that, knocks me off my pivot, Every day we walk out the house or wherever we live, whether we have somebody or not to lift us up, we step out on faith, and we don't even realize it. We take risks and we don't realize it. So why not choose that direction? And just do something with your life. Every time I say that, I think about being employed, and I'm not gonna continue to say that too much, but I just want to hop on here and give somebody some inspiration. And I know that whoever watches this video, somebody will be, touched, and this will move somebody and encourage somebody to do, something for, themselves and as well as somebody else, Just trying to stay consistent and be the light of the world and motivate and show you that you can do anything, with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, if you believe in yourself, in God, of course, doing something over and over and expecting, different results So yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. You know, and you know, be the light.